Bellator 140 on Friday, July 17th at the Mohegan Sun Arena in Connecticut features all fights from the welterweight division. This card will be entirely 170-pounders. Headlining the card is champion Douglas Lima, who has not fought since winning the vacant belt last April. He will take on Koreshkov, who has won welterweight tournaments in seasons 7 and 10 and is an incredibly dangerous opponent. Douglas Lima is 26-5. He is also a tournament winner from seasons 5 and 8, and he has 11 submission wins to go with 12 knockout wins. 7 of those knockouts have come in his last 7 wins. Koreshkov is 17-0. He has 10 technical knockout wins to go with his 3 submission wins. Both of these men are tough individuals who can hurt their opponents in a number of ways, and this could be an early contender for Match of the Year. But with Lima coming off an injury, the slight edge goes to the challenger. Our pick, Koreshkov. Chris Honeycutt will go up against Paul Bradley. Honeycutt at 6-0 is an up-and-comer with 4 wins via technical knockout, and another by submission, as he looks to make a name for himself at 170 pounds. Bradley is 22-6 with 1 NC. He was an All-American wrestler in college, and he has carved out a nice MMA career for himself. But he is 4-4 in his last 8 bouts and might be little more than a gatekeeper at this point. Honeycutt, who is also an All-American wrestler, has to pass this test in order to move up to the next level. Our pick, Chris Honeycutt. Michael Paige will take on Rudy Bears. Paige, who is 7-0, is a kickboxer who has knocked out 4 opponents and has competed in world championships, but he can handle himself on the mat if he has to for now. Bears is 16-13. He has won 2 in a row after a miserable stretch in which he lost 6 of 11 fights. He has been stopped in 11 of his 13 losses. This probably will not last very long for Bears, as Paige should cruise through this matchup. Our pick, Michael Paige. Brennan Ward will take on Gavin Sterrett. Ward at 10-3 won the season 9 middleweight tournament, but lost in his shot at the belt to then champion Alexander Shlemenko. Then he lost to Tamden McCroy before beating Curtis Millender in his welterweight debut. Sterrett at 6-1 comes from Liverpool, England, and he has won 6 in a row since losing his pro debut, submitting 4 opponents along the way. Sterrett is a tough customer, but Ward hails from Connecticut and gets the slight hometown edge, although he has to be careful of Sterrett on the ground. Our pick, Brendan Ward. Paul Daley will take on Dennis Olson. Daley is 26-13-2 and is one of the most powerful strikers in the world at 170 pounds, and he was due to fight Lima in February, but the champion was injured, so Daley beat Andre Santos instead. Olson is 14-8 and has 9 submission wins, and that will be his plan because he wants no part of Daley standing up. If he cannot get Daley to the mat, it should be curtains for Olson, as Daley wants another shot at the belt. Our pick, Paul Daley. Don't forget that the Bang the Book Betting Center is your best resource for sports betting information before you make your weekly assault on the sports books.